Welcome into your Daily Buckeye Blitz for a Thirsty Thursday, November 9th, 2023. I'm your host, Joe from the Buckeye Cast, bringing it to you. I love the interaction from you guys. You guys really make this show go. Honestly, I'm not just saying that because you're listening or watching, but I really appreciate everybody. It's that time of the year. My wife's burning a seasonal candle. You know, it smells like pumpkin pie or some shit. I don't know. I'm going to throw some whipped cream on it and maybe start scooping into it later. But anyways, very thankful for everybody who has jumped on and taken the ride with us over the last, 8 years, but most of you jumped on board in the last year and a half. So very thankful for you. But today we've given our thanks. We are talking defense. Jim Knowles press conference highlights. Let's get right into it from the mad scientist. All right, here we go. Question number one to Coach Knowles. Jermain Mathews.
I mean, in camp, I mean, there were signs early on from when he, like I said, when he got here, that he competed right away. And, you know, he has that confidence that you need out there, particularly for a young guy. But, yeah, then we kept putting him in situations. But, yeah, we thought in camp he'd be a guy who could play.
Okay. Question number two. What is your comfort level with the depth in the secondary this year?
I mean, you just see it out there on the field, you know. I mean, comfortable, uncomfortable, you know, you're playing with your guys. But when you can do it and you see the production, right, and you're not holding your breath every play like something's going to go wrong, I mean, that's real. So it kind of, you know, the depth speaks for itself.
Okay. What did you think of the double snap trick play on the 4th and 1 Rutgers pulled on us last week?
Yeah, I mean, you got to take responsibility. You know, there's no tipping of the cap, or if you do it, it's kind of, you do it, you know, while you're gnashing your teeth. You know, I mean, and then you go back to your teaching, and you know, you go back to instances where maybe you said something in practice like, this could happen, that could happen. You know, they could do something like this. But ultimately, yeah, it's my risk. You just take the blame for it and you fix it, you know, and you tell the guys, hey, you know, I need to do a better job of coaching you on those kind of plays.
All right. What do you see from your defense in goal to go, you know, lower red zone situations?
Confidence, you know, confidence only comes one way, unless it's false confidence. Real confidence just comes from practice and doing it over and over again. So, you know, you only have like certain concepts you use in those circumstances. So, you know, you just try to go against like when we go against our offense, it's not planned. You know what I mean? It's not, I don't really know what they're going to do. So, you know, whereas when you go against an opponent, you plan it, you practice it, certain plays, but it's more of just our guys knowing the system, and they know what we're going to call, and they know what they're supposed to do. And there are a million things that could happen, but they've covered it. They've practiced it over and over again. That's how you gain confidence.
All right. And how is it that Kai Stokes made it onto the field last week in the Rutgers game?
Yeah, Kai, you know, just had some guys in front of him. He's always been a worker. He's always been a positive attitude guy. And, yeah, I think in the past couple weeks in practice, because, you know, all this goes on behind the scenes, I've seen kind of a light bulb come on with him where he's recognizing more plays and how he fits and what he does in the defense. So there's just kind of, you see it in practice. I think he's been getting better.
All right. Next up, Tommy Eichenberg's status.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not concerned about Tom. I mean, he'd play with one arm if he had to, So, um, I know between the trainers, they'll make the, they'll make the decision for him because he'll play. You know what I mean? He'll play. If we let him play, he'll play.
Okay, here's a guy we haven't talked about in quite a while. Gabe Powers. What's he up to?
Yeah, Gabe is close. I'm glad you brought him up. I mean, he kind of worked his way on the special teams, and then he started making some plays and kick off, and that's how it works, right? And then all of a sudden the guy gets on the travel team and he gets to go to the hotel, and then he's around you and you start working him in practice, and he does more and more things right. So he's close.
Okay, and how do you feel about the season high rushing yardage allowed versus Rutgers last week?
You look at it play by play. I'm not as concerned with statistics as I am just with progress and getting better. So you just look at it play by play, and you fix the things you need to fix, and you continue to grow the things that you did well. But it's just play by play, really.
Okay, and do you think Sonny Styles is comfortable playing the deep safety position?
I didn't think he looked uncomfortable at all. I thought he had a really good game when you look at how he fit and managed the scheme from a high safety position. I think you may think he looks uncomfortable just because he's a giant safety back there. It may look uncomfortable, but to me, he looks fine, and I like him back there. But it's really week to week. What are we playing? What are they doing? What is our availability in terms of personnel? Yeah, I don't even think about it. He's very mature. He plays like a veteran. He handles himself like a veteran. Yeah, until you remind me, I don't even think about his age or where he's at because he acts like a veteran.
All right. And how do you feel about Jack Sawyer's play and his grades rising, according to PFF?
Right now,
yeah, I've said it. They're right. I guess those people know what they're doing. I don't look, but you can noticeably, he's just getting better. It's all the hard work, I think, that a lot of people don't see unless you break it down, like maybe you do or those services do, that he's controlling blocks, getting off blocks, making tackles, affecting the quarterback, even if he doesn't make the sack or the hit, affecting the quarterback, and he's just been really productive.
All right. And what do you think of versatile players like Hancock that can play the nickel safety spot?
Yeah, it's difficult to find guys, and you really don't know until you put them to the test. It's almost equivalent to like a quarterback who can run and throw. Like Jordan, when he has to play the nickel and in the run fit, you can get beat up. Like a running quarterback can get beat up, and then you have to go back out there and cover a slot, which is a highly athletic skill. You can't find running quarterbacks all the time that can also throw the ball accurately, and it's very similar. He gets physical in the run game, and then he has to come back and perform an elite athletic skill.
And what caused the 7 runs of 10 yards or more by Rutgers last week? What was the issue there?
2 weeks.
Yeah, we had 7 explosives, which I think is only maybe the second time we didn't reach that goal that we have personally. Maybe it was Notre Dame was the other one, but yes, some might take accountability for, like as was referenced, okay, bad call by me, that kind of thing. And then other ones, yeah, we have to show guys getting out of their gap, routine things that can happen unless you're diligent about it, so we had a couple of those. And Rutgers is an improved team. Really are down there. If you were there, physically and up front, and the way they run the quarterback it's a different deal. So, we certainly can learn from it. But yeah, you have to go through it play by play, and you have to say this is why it happened. And if it's my responsibility, I have to take responsibility for that.
And can you talk about how Coach Ryan Day builds up towards the Michigan game?
I just know, I know what's right in front of me. Yeah, he does a great job of having a handle on that big picture and always working towards that.
All right, folks. That's the mad scientist, Dr. Jim Knowles, not doctor. Crazy doctor. Anyway, appreciate everybody popping in. Don't forget, we'll be going live Friday, and then I'll have your instant reaction on Sunday. And then Sunday night, me, Jeff, and Sean, 8 o'clock Eastern. Join us right here, YouTube Live. And if you're on podcast, I always release the audio podcast on Monday morning. So be on the lookout for that. And we appreciate everybody subscribing and everything. Hey, don't forget, hit thebuckeyecast.com. Everything is still on sale. Get your hardball cheater shirts. This is not going away anytime soon. So that's story anyways. So we'll talk to you later. Go Bucks.